26 cities. In 26 cities nationwide, people are gathering. There are car caravans, rallies, and marches planned, all demanding Trump Pence out now and launching 60 days of struggle. Because it will be a struggle. And we are saying today on September 5th that we are making a living declaration that we are uniting, we are organizing, we are determined, and we will not stop. We will keep going until we drive the Trump-Pence regime from power and stop and bring this fascist assault to a halt. Because this is a stop everything moment. Trump is working very fast to consolidate fascist power, and that will be a nightmare for humanity. If you think these last 4 years have been bad, just imagine what happens if they remain in power. This man is a genocidal madman. He is a revengist. He is going after protesters. He is going after leaders and organizers. We have to stand up for our people, our brothers and sisters in Kenosha, our brothers and sisters in Portland, our brothers and sisters right here in New York City. Because 2 nights ago, when people came out to march demanding Black Lives Matter, 2 Trump supporters plowed their car through these protesters.
And police filed new charges.
This is being accelerated and encouraged by Donald Trump. Not only is he unleashing the fascism of the state, of federal troops and local police, but these fascist vigilantes are coming out. His goons are coming out. We cannot allow that to happen. So listen, in June and July, millions of people were in the streets demanding justice for Black lives. We have to do that again. October must belong to us. October must belong to us. Not Trump and not his fascist goons.
Not Mike fucking Pence either.
Not Mike Pence, the whole cabal, none of them. This will be a horror for humanity. We have to do it for the women whose rights to birth control and abortion could be taken away. We have to do this for our LGBTQ brothers and sisters who are under constant assault. We will not allow them to be slammed back into the closet. We have to do this for the children in the concentration camps on the border. People locked in cages. We have to do this for the 180,000 who have died from COVID unnecessarily because we have an anti-science, deliberately ignorant, genocidal madman. And we have to do this because the future we want to see is not one with Jim Crow terror. We are not going to see Black brothers and sisters be put through Jim Crow again. Am I right? So we got to be on a mission to change this equation so that in November, he is not easily able to delay the elections or whatever other thing he may try to do to either rig these elections or declare them illegitimate if he loses. We have to change the equation, and that's on us. That's on us right now. This is not a one-day thing. This is going to be struggle for 60 days and beyond.
Donald Trump is a fascist, okay? And we've seen what that means. We saw it 2 days ago when a car drove through protesters in Times Square. Donald Trump is a genocidal racist. Think about this. Mary Trump, who is Donald Trump's niece, said this about Trump. He said, I can only imagine the envy in which Donald Trump watched the police officer who killed George Floyd. And I can only imagine that he wished it was he who had his knee on the neck of George Floyd. Think about that. And think about what it will mean if we allow Donald Trump to put his knee in the necks even deeper into the backs of George Floyd's, but black people, brown people, native peoples, women, LGBTQ people. Do you want that future? Let me hear you say hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! And this 60 days, these 60 days, like Sable said, they can't belong to Donald Trump and his fascist thoughts. They need to belong to us. They need to belong to us. In our millions, we were out in the streets in June and July fighting for justice. It is time for us to get back out now. We cannot wait till the elections because every day he is hammering into place a fascist future. And the other side is getting mobilized, they are getting organized, they are getting cohered. And so all of this, we're gonna have some speakers, but I wanna let people know a little bit about what these 60 days is about. And the 60 days, we are going to organize and mobilize hundreds of thousands of people in the next 60 days. Vigils, town halls, immigrant communities, the churches. We need thousands of people being part of this. You taking this up, taking it up in your neighborhood. We need millions in these streets every day by October. Every day in a sustained way. And so we're gonna do this pledge. I want you to raise your fist. We're gonna do this pledge together. All right, and I'm hoping the people who are doing social media can help film this. So raise your fist, we're gonna do this pledge together. We pledge! We pledge! We will not stand aside. While there is still a chance to stop a regime that imperils the people of the world and the earth itself. While Trump attempts to steal the elections, the bell tolls. 4 more years, 4 more months, and it could be too late to stop a fascist America. Here and now, here and now, we pledge to unite in our millions, to rise together, to stop a great horror. We pledge to stay in these streets, overcome fear and uncertainty until this American fascism is brought to a halt. We demand Trump, Pence, out now, in the streets, until they're gone, in the streets, until they're gone. And this last line is important. I want you to really think about it as you're reading it and as you're saying it. In the name of humanity. In the name of humanity. We refuse to accept a fascist America. Trump, Pence, out now. Trump, Pence, out now. Trump, Pence, out now. Trump, Pence, out now. Trump, Pence, out now.
The neo-fascist gangster in the White House must go. And he must go because we stand for everyday people. In the language of Sly Stone, we stand for each and every precious human being who stands in the face of the increasing domination of big money and big military, the disregard of rule of law, and most importantly, the refusal to engage in the kind of fundamental transformation that wipes out the poverty, the massive unemployment and underemployment, the decrepit schools, and the indecent housing and not access to health care. That's what refuse fascism is about. There will be no fascist America.
Calling on the government to take action on the climate and ecological crisis. And I'm here today because my friends are here today because we do not want a fascist leader either. Scientists, by and large, have all agreed that we are in the midst of the sixth mass extinction. And if we do not move away from our carbon-based economy, we will have societal collapse and we will not have a world to live in. And this is not something that's going to happen in a far future. This is happening in our lifetimes. The world is on fire. California is on fire. We keep having hurricanes going through the islands. We just had one going through Texas and they've been hit every fucking year. We need to rise up because this system that we're living in is causing all of the issues that we are facing. Whether we are about Black Lives Matter, defunding the police, abolish ICE, cancel rent, they are all related because it all points back to the same capitalistic system and it is failing us. This Trump administration is probably the most anti-climate, anti-science as we have seen with COVID, and anti-environmental administration, executive administration in the history of the US.
Amen.
And what we need to do is we need to stand up because we will not let them take us down because of their selfish, their greed, and they are not looking out for any of us at all. Trump has pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord, which was an agreement across all of the entire globe for all of the governments to invest in a sustainable future. But instead, this administration is denying the climate emergency because of their greed. The government lies to us, corporate greed is killing us, systemic racism is killing us, pandemics are killing us, and the climate is killing us. And we all need to rise up together, and we need to consolidate. And the first thing that we need to do is drive this Trump-Pence regime out. Repeat after me, power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Let's do this together. Love you guys.